Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to a Sunday sermon. This week, we are blessed with the spirit of St. Jude, the disciple. He's been here before, and I know he is going to have a wonderful message. Next Sunday, is the beginning of Holy Week, so we will celebrate that by having Mary, Mother of Jesus, with us. And then on Easter Sunday, we will have a sermon by Jesus himself. So it's quite a schedule. Tell your friends about it. They'll thank you for it. So St. Jude, if you would begin, I'm ready. Good morning, everyone. I want to thank you for allowing me to return. Yes, we are approaching Holy Week, the time that billions of people commemorate the crucifixion of our Lord and celebrate his resurrection. I was there for it. I cannot tell you how terrible it was. When I was with Jesus, I was with the most wonderful individual that ever walked the earth. He was nothing but love. He was kind. He was generous. He healed others for no compensation. He did everything that you can imagine that a wonderful person would do. He walked the earth among individuals that had never heard of the one God. Romans, they worshiped many different deities. They thought there was a God for everything. Every different subject you could think of, they had a God. Well, there is a God for everything. That is the one God. There are many names for him. There are many ways that people worship him. When Jesus walked the earth, God was walking the earth with him. He was God. He was God incarnate. He was the human figure of the one God. I know that is very difficult to comprehend. We couldn't comprehend it at the time. He never told us that he was God. He told us that he was the Son of God. That was something we could comprehend. You see, he did not want to complicate things. He did not want to be thought of as God. He knew that if he was thought of as God, that the Jewish community would revolt against him. The community was waiting for the Messiah, and it was right in front of their nose. The Jewish people were individuals that believed in the one God, that were waiting for the Messiah, and then did not accept him. It was the hierarchy of the Jewish community that had him killed. That in itself makes no sense. But you see, there are weaknesses in all men. All men have free will, they have egos. Even when faced with the presence of Jesus, the hierarchy of the Jewish church had him killed. Now that we understand everything, we understand why he had to die. Jesus had to be crucified so that people would remember his death. But without his death, there could have been no resurrection. The resurrection is the greatest miracle that ever took place on this planet. You see, it is the resurrection that separated Jesus and God from ordinary man. Ordinary man will never, ever be able to duplicate the resurrection. Now, I was there for this. I sobbed, I cried. I could not imagine that they had taken our Lord away from us. Why would you ever want to kill such an incredible individual? Why would you want to stop him from doing the miracles that he was doing? Why would you want to stop him from healing people? Why would you want to stop him from speaking of the one God? Human frailties are why they wanted to stop him. Human frailties today are why people do not follow him. Billions have followed him for thousands of years. We did our best to pass on his words after his crucifixion. I guess we succeeded. Now, it's not perfect. Religion is far from perfect. There are many people in specific religions that are acting as the Pharisees did. There are many people that are in religions for the wealth and power that they can gain. So you see, not much has changed in thousands of years. There have been many, many good people that have helped others. There are many good people today that are helping others. There are many people today that are ignoring God. There are many people today that are distorting the teachings of children, knowing that those children will grow up to continue distorting the teachings, that their children will do the same, and they are propagating evil far into the future. Why can't people just follow the example of Jesus? Those around him knew incredible happiness and joy. Jesus created a world around him that was so unique it will never be duplicated. Why would anybody not try to emulate Jesus? Oh, I guess it's because he never sought power. He never sought wealth. He never sought all of the things that humans today seek that lead them down the wrong path. There are many that say that evil is growing. I'm not sure if that's correct, because there was an incredible amount of evil when I walked the earth with our Lord. Evil is real. Evil is something that will continue into the future. But evil is not unstoppable. All it takes is a strong will of humans. A strong will that they're going to follow the simple teachings of our Lord. Even as our Lord was being crucified and in excruciating pain, he still had that miraculous countenance. He didn't swear, he didn't call out, he didn't cuss the soldiers. He knew the soldiers were simply doing what they were told to do. Many since the crucifixion have altered the realities. Many of the soldiers knew Jesus was special. They hated what they were doing, but they were under orders. They knew if they did not follow the orders, they themselves would be crucified, so they had to follow through. Today, you're seeing it in the Great War in Europe now. The soldiers are sent forth to be killed. The Russians don't care. They will pay for it when they return. They're sending people forward knowing that if they don't advance, their own soldiers will shoot them. That's no different than what the Roman soldiers faced when they had to crucify our Lord. So you see, many things don't change. I wish that I could snap my fingers and give you a message that would be so strong that you would immediately change your life and follow the commands of God. With all the powers we have on this side, we won't do that. All we will do is challenge your free will. We'll make the information available to you, such as what's happening now. But you will never be forced. You will always have to use your free will to make your own private decision to follow God. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Pretty simple. All you have to do is follow those words, and you will be received with open arms when you return to heaven. God is love. He is not to be feared. What is to be feared is the judgment of how you made your decisions of life. Did you decide to hurt others intentionally? Did you decide to speak against God? Did you decide to mislead the children? You see, all of those words are based on your decisions. Your life is based on your decision. Your judgment when you return home is based on your decision. If you fear death, you made decisions during your lifetime that will lead to that fear. People that have devoted their life to following God's words have nothing to fear. It is only those people that have made decisions to follow paths that take them away from God that have anything to fear. Heaven is the most incredible place. You hear that every week, and it's true. When you return, you will be entering the most incredible place conceivable. How you are able to take advantage of this incredible place is totally in your hands. It is never too late to follow God. It is never too late to follow his simple words. When you hurt others, you create a karma. That karma will be apparent when you face your judgment in heaven. If you fear death, you've made your own decisions to fear death. If you are happy with the light of God in your heart, you have nothing to fear. If you do your best to help others, you have nothing to fear. It is only through your own decisions that you create fear of passing. Focus on that today. Do not make any decisions in your life that will create a fear of passing. Very simple to do. Pick up the phone, call a lonely person. If someone's depressed, try to speak with them, get them professional help. Someone's unemployed, try to help them. They can't feed their family, take them food, invite them to dinner. Many, many things that you can do that will avoid fear. Fear is a terrible thing. You don't need to have it in your soul. So I thank you very much. Thank you again. Thanks for allowing me to come back. If Barry asks again, I will return. Next week is very special. Meditate about God. Think about what he went through in his crucifixion so that he could resurrect and so that you would have something, a true, absolute miracle that will guide you in making your decisions. Life is difficult. Don't complicate it. So goodbye. I know God is here. He's blessing all of you that are listening. Tell your friends about the next couple of weeks. The messages are going to be so special, especially when our Lord speaks to you on Easter Sunday. So goodbye. Thank you, Jude. Another wonderful message. You're all great. You're all special souls. That's why he chose you guys to come back with him. So join us next week. You'll be very happy that you did. Tell your friends. Next week, it's Mother Mary. And then on Easter Sunday is Jesus himself. What could be better? Goodbye. We'll be back again next week.